Hello and welcome to What We Wrote. I am Emma.
And I'm Esme.
And we are two friends who have been writing together for decades. This is a extra special bonus episode of the podcast to celebrate 2 years of What We Wrote.
2 whole years.
We've been doing this shit for 2 years.
I can't believe
No,
that.
me neither.
It's a little scary that it's been 2 years since we started this.
It doesn't feel like it.
It does not feel like it. I could have believed 1 year,
Yes.
but 2? It's insane.
It's crazy.
I have got the dates right, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's November.
The second type of November?
What do you mean the second time? Yeah. Because we did a year of Living to Die.
Yeah.
And then we've done a year of All's Fair.
Jesus.
So, that's 2 years.
Insane.
Crazy.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah. It was actually wild because I was looking, there was some kind of award or something for a new Australian property or whatever in 2024, and I was like, oh shit, we don't qualify.
No. We've been here for 2 years.
Because we've been here for 2 years.
Insane.
Crazy.
Thank you for being here with us.
Yes, thank you so much.
Coming on this wild, crazy journey where we very stupidly share our
really bad
horrible stories that should never have been allowed into the light of day.
And boy, they have been bad.
Oh, they're bad.
They've been so bad.
They are bad.
I feel like I was not even prepared for how bad they were going to be. I knew they were bad.
I knew they were bad.
But actually living it.
Yeah. It sounded more fun in theory. Now that I'm reading them out, I'm like, I regret this. It is humiliating.
Yes.
Yep.
It's very humbling.
It is humbling. Yep, that's for sure. We definitely won't be going and getting a big head.
No. No.
Because we were not born with the talent.
No, we were
just
not.
goes to show though, talent is earned.
Yes, exactly.
Not born.
Yeah,
with.
absolutely. We were born with a passion.
Yes,
we were not born with talent.
Exactly. yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So for this special bonus 2-year anniversary, we put a call out to see if you guys had some questions for us.
Yes.
So we did
ask us anything.
Yes, ask us anything. And I was actually surprised by how many questions we
got a lot of questions.
I was worried that this was going to be a very short episode.
Absolutely.
But you guys are amazing.
Yep.
And we got some really awesome questions.
Yes. Look, you may have thought, because you sent these in advance, that we would have thought about the answers.
We did
haven't.
not. As we were setting this up and I read the first one and I'm like, oh. I did not.
Yeah,
I should have prepared some answers for these.
Yeah.
So we will be flying
Uncut.
by the seat of our pants, which, let's face it.
That's basically what this podcast
that's what
is.
we do best. So
When have we prepared anything?
Exactly.
Ever?
Exactly. Should we just...
Yeah, we're just going to read a question, we're going to answer it, and then we'll read another one.
We'll see how we go from there.
See
what happens.
See what conversations ensue. I'm sure there will be discussions that come out of some of these questions.
Yes.
So, we're just going to roll on and hope for the best.
Hope for the best. Alrighty.
Cool. Do.
All right. Do you want to go first?
I did the intro. You should
Oh,
go
okay, cool. Should we just do them from top to bottom?
Yeah, I think just start top and roll through.
Roll through.
Yep.
All right. So our first question is a really hard one. Damn. So we've got what's the one non-fiction book everyone should read?
Oof. This is mean because I don't read a lot of non-fiction. I mean, I read a bit, but not the kind of non-fiction that other people would be interested in.
Same.
You know what? When I pick up non-fiction books, I pick up the weirdest, most random.
Yeah, you also usually historical, weird,
or philosophy.
Yeah.
Or I am attracted to non-fiction books about random bullshit.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I have any suggestions that are really, applicable to other people. Although I will say, actually, and it's annoying because I can't remember what it's called. But my mum gave me a book about, it may have been Julia Gillard's, it was about the speech.
Yes, I will not be lectured on misogyny.
Exactly. Yep. Yes, the misogyny. In fact, it may even be called the misogyny speech.
Yeah.
And I will look it up and put it on the socials, what it's actually called. But I feel like that is actually something that people should read, because I do feel like the way that Julia Gillard was treated when she was Prime Minister of this country.
There's a part of me that feels guilty because at the time I bought into it.
Me too. I hated her.
Yeah.
I thought she was awful.
Yeah.
And now when I look back, I'm like, yikes.
Yikes.
We treated that poor woman appallingly.
Horrifying.
And she was look, she's no better, no worse than any other politician.
She's a politician.
We did not treat her the way that we treat male politicians.
We didn't even treat her like a politician.
No, we treated her like a woman.
Yeah, which is worse.
And that's repulsive.
Yeah.
Yes, so it was a fantastic read. It included the misogyny speech, but also included a lot of reflections from both Julia Gillard herself and from other feminist commentators talking about the impact that speech had made on them.
Yep.
And what it had meant to them that she stood up there and she said the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually think that maybe that would be my recommendation. I'm sure I've read other like amazing nonfiction books in the past, but not a single one is in my head now.
I am panicking because that's a really good answer and I cannot think of
You read more nonfiction than me.
I know, but none of them are really like yeah, look, the good thing is we can edit this so I can just have a look back at it.
Yes, I'm going to go find the name of that book. Okay, so the name of the book is Not Now, Not Ever, 10 Years On from the Misogyny Speech by Julia Gillard.
Right.
So yes, that is my recommendation.
Yeah. Okay.
For the non-fiction book that everybody should read.
Yeah, that is a good answer. Unfortunately, a lot of the non-fiction books, not unfortunately, but a lot of the books that I read that are non-fiction, I get from the business group.
Very specific.
Yeah, so they're very specific. They are all sort of centered around leadership or personal development, essentially. And and through that, like, I do think those have helped me develop a really strong emotional intelligence, which is, I think, really important and something that is easy to miss, and a lot of people overlook that. But as for like a singular work, I mean, look, there's one that comes to mind, and it's only because I think it was probably one of the first non-fiction books I ever read, which was Susan Cain's Quiet.
Oh yes.
Which was it was a book on introversion. I was around about the time where the idea of introverts versus extroverts was like starting to become a thing, because all through my life I have struggled with the fact that I am an introvert, and it's always come with, oh, you're an introvert sort of connotation, and so like,
or people saying, oh, you're not an introvert.
No, that's never said to me.
Okay, well that's said to me, and I'm like, I'm a good actor. Thanks.
So yeah, and it's always come through that introversion is almost a problem to be fixed, and that extroversion is the way to be. It's the better thing to be, and how basically the society rewards extroversion over introversion every time, and so reading Quiet for me was really eye-opening, in that it's not actually
a fatal flaw that you have to overcome.
Exactly, it's not a flaw, and so it was just really eye-opening to me that I could really embrace my introversion and understand that there is a power in that, and that it's not something that I need to fix. And so, because all through my life, it's always been like, you need to talk more. Yeah. Why don't you say more? You never interact. You don't. Whatever. Yeah. Use your words is often said to me, and it used to really, really annoy me. But now I can sort of I've come to terms with it a little bit more. So Quiet was just really eye-opening to me in that way. Yeah, I should probably read it. Yeah, I think it was just really interesting to see how different it's just a different way of
seeing the world,
seeing the
experiencing
world and experiencing
Yeah.
the world, and it's not necessarily one is
Wrong.
better than the other.
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, understanding how different people communicate, and it doesn't mean that you can't communicate. You've just got to learn to, like, you know, bridge the gap, essentially.
absolutely.
So
And get yourself adopted by some extroverts.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that's how you make friends.
You need, yes. Extroverts do your duty and adopt
Yes,
an
always
introvert today.
Make sure that you adopt at least one introvert in
Yeah,
your life, because
exactly.
otherwise they cannot make friends.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
Exactly. So, you know, I found that just really quite good. So yeah, I don't know whether everyone should read it, but
Yeah.
it was Quiet in particular, because after that book, after I read that one, I started reading others.
Yeah.
And Quiet was really the only one that stuck to its guns and said that you don't need to change.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of the others are like, oh, the power of introversion. Here's all the ways you can
could be
act
an extrovert.
introvert.
Yeah.
You could act extrovert. And I'm like,
yeah.
that's not the
Kind of
point.
defeats the purpose,
yeah. So you need to just, again, it's not sustainable. Like,
Yeah.
you need,
It's exhausting.
it is. Yeah. So you need to,
Ask me how I know.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I suppose that's it.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Not as good as yours, but yeah.
It's still pretty good, I think. As a couple of introverts who are making ourselves do a podcast.
I know, yeah, about talking about things. Great.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
because it's just the two of us here.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you find a really, really good friend, they don't count as another person.
Yes.
And that's amazing.
That's a cheat.
It's
Yeah.
a cheat to being an
It is.
introvert.
Yeah.
You find another introverted friend and you can spend time together and it doesn't feel like social
it's
interaction.
not draining. Yeah, it's great.
So good. Okay, so our next question
yes.
is, what's the fiction book you love that is outside of your normal taste profile? The kind of book that none of your friends would be able to predict that you would love.
Not a good one. I struggle with this because my taste profile is
Bonkers.
Bonkers, yes. I don't have a genre
No, you don't.
at all.
No.
So I don't know what outside my taste profile is.
Yeah.
I feel like, and I've talked about it before, my weirdly favorite book.
That's true. Yeah, your Matthew Riley
yes,
one.
and I think you all know about that, but that's only because I've told you all about it.
Yes. No, I think that would be your one, because that's...
So it's random.
It is
I can't
random.
even say why I love it, but
Yeah.
Hovercar Racer by Matthew Riley.
Yeah.
Fucking love that book.
Yeah, it's pretty random.
It's
pretty random amongst a very random taste profile.
yeah,
So like,
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like
It's the
that's-
random of the random.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a genre.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit the same. I mean, my taste is not as random as yours.
No, you have a preference.
I have a strong preference for fantasy
Yeah.
And sci-fi
Yeah.
and things that are not real. The only, like, the book that keeps coming up for me is The Book Thief, which is my favourite book in the whole wide world, except for maybe Lord of the Rings. They're in different boxes, so I count them both. But I feel like there's a lot of ways in which it isn't outside my taste profile, in that it is the most beautifully written book that I have ever read, and that is something that we all know that I love and care about.
Yeah.
And it is a historical novel.
Yes,
And I do like
you
historical
do like
novels.
historical novels.
However, I do not like World War II novels. I fucking hate
Okay.
war books.
Yes. Same.
I don't like
No, I don't
anything
do
in
that.
World War One. I don't like anything in World War Two. I don't like books about Vietnam. I don't like anything that happened after like the Middle Ages.
Yeah.
Historically, don't fuck with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so the fact that like my favorite book in the entire world is a World War II book
Yeah.
that is about concentration camps.
Yes. Odd.
And
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
Jews in Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
Like wild,
Odd.
but
Yeah.
it is just the most
Oh,
beautiful
it's
book.
fucking- I've only read it once because I can't.
so sad.
I can't read it more than that. But
It makes me cry
oh,
every time.
but it's spectacular.
Yeah.
Like
I've read it probably 5 or 6 times, I would say. I haven't read it as often as Lord of the Rings, but I think it's because I almost just like, I like to savor it, and I just kind of want to save it for those very special times when I'm just like, I want to sit down and like, I guess
have
wallow
your
in
heart
the
torn
emotions.
out. Yeah.
Exactly.
And stomped on in front of you.
But like, it is, I honestly, if you haven't read it, like, it is brutal. It is so sad. But it is also, I have never ever read a book that is written, every single line
It's
is
just
poetry.
poetry.
The metaphors are just unparalleled.
Yeah.
And the beauty of this story about this girl who like discovers the power of words, and like, you know, that's kind of like as a writer as well, like it is about Liesl discovering the power of words to
it's a
change
book about
the world.
books.
It's a book about books. It's a book about words. It's about the magic of writing. So like there's a lot of ways in which, yes, maybe it isn't outside of my taste profile, but I do think it is a bit of an outlier as far as books that I really, really love. So I think that's the best I can do in that one.
Book Thief, Marcus Suso.
Yeah. Okay.
My turn?
Yeah.
What have we got next? Where do I pre-order a signed hardcover version of Revelation?
We'll get back to you.
We'll get back to you. There's unlikely to be a hardcover version because we broke. And that requires more money.
Yes, there will be a paperback.
There will be a paperback, and we would absolutely love and adore for you to pre-order that.
Yes.
Because that is helpful. So there will be a link.
As soon as it's published.
As soon as it's published, as soon as we have that pre-order link ready to go, we will be rolling it out. Don't you worry.
And
so
we will
put
it on all of our socials.
All of the socials, you will get sick of seeing it.
Yes, absolutely.
It will be everywhere.
That was a quick one.
Yep.
Okay, next question is, what does an average writing session / week look like for you guys?
Well, there's no such thing as a writing week.
We wish.
Writing session is, for me, is frantically cleaning the space around me.
Yes.
Because I cannot work in a dirty room or an untidy room.
So mad at it.
Cannot be cluttered. So yes, I have to start by cleaning. And then I sit down and write. I don't know.
I mean, it's honestly not a very complicated process for me.
No, and I guess that's the thing. And like seeing, I think I know where this is coming from a little bit, because especially on TikTok, there's a lot of like, I set a daily word count goal, or you know, this is like, I didn't write anything today, I'm a terrible writer. Like there's these weird like things that people put in their way almost to like discredit themselves as being a writer. Just because you don't write every day doesn't mean you're not a writer. Just because you don't have like, you know, a set word count goal or a chapter goal or whatnot, like,
and I think it is different for us because there's two of us.
Yes.
So we are waiting on each other a lot of the time.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
You know, there is like, I'm writing my chapter, so you aren't writing.
Yes.
And then you're writing your chapter, so I'm not writing.
Yeah.
But I guess if we look at it in a big picture way, the way that we write a chapter is we will decide what's going to happen in the chapter, whose point of view it's going to be from, so who's going to write it.
Yep.
And then we will do the dialogue for that chapter.
Yep.
If there is dialogue to be done. So we will sit down usually in an evening on our chat platform, and we will back and forth
the dialogue,
what happens in the chapter. We will copy and paste that into a document, and then whoever has to write the chapter, the next opportunity that arises will
write the
chapter.
Yep.
We may then, like, often we'll do a scene at a time.
Yeah.
And then check in. How did that go? Do we think it's okay? Do we want to do it again? Sometimes we do.
Sometimes we do. Like, that didn't work.
Or sometimes you start writing it and you go, no, this isn't working.
Right. Yeah.
And so we'll trash that dialogue and we'll start again. And then, you know, it's usually scene by scene, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like both of us usually will write
scene.
like a scene. Yeah. And even if it's a scene with no dialogue, like, you know, we'll write the scene
to establish where the character is at.
And then we'll do the dialogue.
Yeah.
And I guess, for me, like, I don't know,
you're neurotypical. You just sit down and write.
I do just do that. I do try and write when I can be at my desk, so I can use my good keyboard. I do not like writing on a laptop.
No. That doesn't. I mean, yeah.
You're a savage. You'll run anyway, but I like to be at my desk with I have a beautiful, nice keyboard with clacky keys.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate a good keyboard, but
I can't. I literally I despise writing on a laptop. I really, really hate it. So I
can't take the beating.
She's very judgmental about my typing.
So the keyboard she uses. They cry.
They
do. You can hear them weeping.
That's why I bought one with a metal case.
Yeah, I reckon she needs it.
So yeah, like I like to sit at my desk and have my proper keyboard, a full-size keyboard to write on. I do not make, I've seen like on TikTok people like make a cup of tea or whatever. I can't drink tea, I'm writing. My hands are busy.
Well, it depends. So I do that. It depends on where I am in the writing. So because most recently we've been doing like
editing.
Editing kind of, well, not really at that first draft stage where you just kind of got to get it out. So there is a lot of like, madly frantic writing, and then there's a lot of scrolling and sipping and then tweaking and stuff.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I do a lot of tea drinking there. I'll often start with a cup of tea or a coffee.
I will, if I'm editing, yes, I would make a cup of tea. But if I have to actually sit down and write a scene, or if I have to rewrite something, my tea will go cold while I'm typing, and I don't like that. So,
I drink cold tea all the time. I'm
I'm
conditioned to like it.
I hate it.
But also, I think the other thing is, and I was going to do a TikTok video on this actually, writing as someone with ADHD is very different. I think to a normal person. Like, I mean, you've seen the way I write. It's not
stressful.
It's not linear in any way. It's like it's. Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it, but I do
chaotic.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it is a bit chaotic, and it is a little bit like stop and starty. Like you're really good. You'll just sit down and write out your chapter from start to finish.
Yeah,
I can't do that. I will write a chunk of it. I'll often go back and add bits. I'll change bits. I'll move like this paragraph to that paragraph. Like I fuck around with it quite a lot.
Yeah, no. I sit down. I have my two monitors.
Yeah.
So I have dialogue on one side.
Yeah.
And my chapter on the other side. And I go.
yeah.
And I just go. Yep.
Done.
Yep.
Yeah. So that is.
And I generally, unless I'm interrupted, will not stop until I finish the scene.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, not the same.
And I will not read it back. I will send it immediately to you and say I'm done, and then I'll look at it again later.
You know, I mean, now that we use ellipsis, you can see. I think you've only recently realised how weirdly I write because now that I'm. Yes. I used to like not send it to you until it was done.
Yeah. I mean, we used to like have to upload documents to OneDrive to read for it, so it was a choice. But now we are.
No, it's ellipsis. You can literally watch.
I can actually
watch the chaos unfold.
Yeah.
My cursor's just like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, I try not to because honestly it stresses me out.
So yeah, and but recently, like, I've only recently started writing in the study.
Yeah, I know.
Like before that, I used to just like write on my bed.
Yeah, I know. Horrible, disgusting. And often I will also put music on. Is the other thing that I will do.
Yeah.
I do like to have music playing.
Same. Depends on what music depends on how I'm feeling.
Yes.
Me too. And how over or understimulated I am. As to whether or not it'll have lyrics.
So for me, it's how engaged I am in what I'm writing.
Yeah.
So if I'm struggling a bit, and like I know you think that this doesn't happen, but it does. Sometimes I am having trouble, and like my concentration.
I don't think you still experience writing.
Experience difficulty.
Yeah. I don't think your life is all sunshine.
I'm so glad to hear that because it's not. I know maybe compared to yours it seems very easy, but like it's not always that easy. So if I am struggling, I can't have lyrics because I will get distracted and I will wander off and be thinking about the song or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'll put something without lyrics on. But if I'm in the zone and like I'm really tuned in to what I'm doing, or if I'm really excited to write the scene, could be literally fucking anything going on in the background. I'll just use like one of Spotify's like day lists or something like that, and just be like, whatever, I'm on it. So
I have recently also I'm up to 3 monitors now, which is great.
Yes, 3 monitors.
Particularly for what we're doing at the moment, because we're writing Anarchy, which is the second book. This is what comes after Revelation. And we're editing, and so I've got like the main document, and then I've often got like the scraps that we've taken out, or the dialogue that we're supposed to be, new dialogue we're putting in. We've also got a timeline because I can't remember the fuck is happening. And like I've got a lot of screens open, so I don't have to keep flicking. So I love having multiple monitors.
Yes, multiple monitors is a beautiful thing. I don't usually have the timeline open, but I'm usually pretty good at like
remember things.
Track of
I don't.
What's going on.
I can't remember shit.
I also I do have more time than Ez, so I do tend to reread stuff. So I'm a bit more like across what we're up to and stuff like that. But okay, next question. Editing.
Yes, is it my question?
Yes, it's your turn.
We're kind of going into that. How do you approach editing your work? I can get a feel reading someone else's writing and provide helpful feedback, but feel snowblind when it comes to my own. I'm not sure how to develop that skill. I think editing your own work is always hard.
It's hard.
Always.
It sucks.
You're too close to it.
Yeah, and like, you know what you meant.
Exactly. You know what you meant.
Yeah.
You have the whole thought train that led you to say that thing.
Yes.
The problem is that a third party person doesn't.
Yes.
So I don't think you can edit your own work really.
No.
Like you can do a little bit of editing. You can be like,
Yes.
well, that's shit, that's weird.
And
Yeah,
I do think that this is another instance in which the fact that there is two of us is a huge advantage, because
absolutely.
we can edit each other's work. And even though we are obviously both too close to the book to do like a real edit,
like
a true developmental edit, or even a true like copy edit, we can spot things in each other's writing.
Yes.
And because, you know, like I can read as a chapter, and like even though I know what's happening and know what's going to happen, I didn't write it.
Yes.
So like I can see stuff in your writing that I'm like, oh, hang on a minute,
what does
that's
this mean?
not right, or that sentence feels janky, or even spotting typos is hard in your own work, because you know what you meant to say.
Your brain will fill in the blanks.
Exactly. It'll just skim right over it. We have been editing Revelation for fucking years now, and there's still typos in this motherfucker. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
So I think that like I will say that like that one tip that is very useful is put it away for a while.
Yes, step away from it. Back away.
Write it, finish it, shove it in a drawer, and just don't look at it for months. Give it 3 months.
Not a couple of days, not a couple of weeks. Like give it some space.
Minimum 3 months. I would say like 6 months to a year is better.
Yeah.
Just put it away. Don't look at it.
Yeah.
And then when you come back to it, because you have that distance from it, you will be able to see more stuff that you missed.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to see the bigger picture. And especially if you've been writing something else in the meantime.
Yeah.
Like just the act of writing more improves your writing.
Oh yeah.
And so you will probably find you'll come back and go, oh, I wrote that like
was
crap.
Weird. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. And I mean that's something that has happened to us with Revelation and with Anarchy. You know, it has been rough because we have had such a stop-start time. You know, the pandemic was a major, like we had just started editing or rewriting Anarchy at the start of 2020, and because as was a essential service,
I was fucking flogged.
Exactly. So we didn't come back to it for nearly 5 years. We didn't start looking at it again until the end of 2024. So like, while it sucks that we went for 5 years and made literally no progress, it did mean that when we came back to it, we had a very fresh perspective, and we were really able to look at it in a very I guess clinical kind of way.
Yeah, distance is really...
Yeah, so... but I just feel like don't feel too down if you find it really hard to edit your own work.
Yeah, I think that's normal.
It's normal.
100% normal.
And that's why we pay editors.
Yes, exactly. If we
day.
could do it ourselves, we would.
And,
but we don't.
You know, and this is the advantage of as well getting a good beta reader.
Yes.
Or
writing buddies or something like,
or a crit group or something
and
like that.
it's hard because like you're going to give it to your friends.
Yeah.
The problem is your friends like you.
Yes.
And
they're not going to
be
about your
they're not going to be honest. And bless their hearts, that's great. And we do love a little bit of ego stroking, but also it doesn't help you.
No. It doesn't help you grow as a writer. It doesn't help your book.
So either find a friend that is happy to
be brutal,
beat you up, or get into some writing communities.
Yeah, writing groups,
find some
crit groups, things like that. Because that impartial outside opinion
is critical.
It's critical. It's so important, and I think
I don't think you can do away with it.
No, and I think that's where a lot of indie books fall down. Is I just do think that like there isn't, people are not getting enough eyes on their work.
Yeah. And impartial eyes.
Yeah, and you can't find the flaws in your own writing. No. You just can't. So yeah.
Cool. All right.
Cool. Okay, next question. What are your tips for evoking particular feels in the reader? Laughter, crying, anger, etc.
Feeling it yourself.
Yeah.
Like.
Don't try too hard.
Yeah, don't try too hard. Don't force it. Like, don't, like, if you have to trust that your writing is going to elicit those emotions. You can't tell the reader what they're going to feel.
No.
So don't try.
Yeah.
Focus on your characters. Focus on what is happening.
Yeah.
And feel it yourself. Like there have been times where I've been writing things and like it gets you.
I have made myself cry.
100%, yeah. And you've got to like harness that, because that is what's going to make your readers cry.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you've really got to be in the moment, let yourself feel that, but also be out of the moment and be like, what
am I feeling?
What am I feeling? Why is this eliciting this response? Yes. And it can be tricky because of course you know a lot more than the reader does.
Yes, absolutely.
But you've also got to be able to give the reader enough.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, at the end of the day, if you have strong characters who feel like real people, and who your readers can really connect to,
your readers are going to care about them.
Then the readers are going to care about them. And if you do horrible things to them, you don't have to, like, I guess, elicit or evoke particular feelings. If your readers care about your characters, they will care about your characters.
Yeah.
And so when your character has an emotional response to something, then your readers will have an emotional response to something. And I think that, like, I know this probably isn't very useful, but like, I just feel like I feel so much for my characters. I love them.
I love them so much.
So much.
Yeah.
And so when they are hurting, I am hurting.
Yeah.
Because you're there with them, and that's how you do it for your readers. If they are there with your character, then they will feel it. And how to write strong characters. Well, that's a longer podcast than we can do right now.
Yeah, we're not going to go on that.
But I think it's about making sure that your readers are actually connecting with your characters. You can't make people feel things.
No, you can't. They don't. No, and that's the thing. I think people do want to set out and go, I want people to feel this way. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah, and that's when
that's not your job.
Yeah,
you can't make anyone feel anything than what they want to feel. So
and that's when it starts to feel really clunky, is when you feel like the author is trying to tell you what to feel. Yeah. And it
takes you out of the story.
Yeah, and it's like what we say about being able to see the strings. Yeah. You don't want to feel like you're being manipulated by the author.
So have faith that
trust your readers.
Trust your readers, I think,
and have faith in your characters.
Yeah, 100%. What's next? What are your tips for dealing with pacing while writing?
I don't think we're very good.
I was going to say, as you can tell, it's something that you have to work on. So pacing, I think that's a tricky one because what are your tips? I think it comes down to everything needs to happen for a reason, and so you need to look at your scenes and your chapters, and if it isn't progressing the plot, it shouldn't be there.
See, I want to be wary about that because I feel like that is what we did to Anarchy the first time.
Well, that was a draft, though. That doesn't count.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, when we rewrote Anarchy, our first draft of this book, it had to fill in like a gap that was kind of left when we split it into 3 books. And so we wrote this all from scratch, and we wrote it in 1 week on a writing retreat. In a cyclone. We were locked in a caravan for a week together. And we had nothing to do but write. It was a writing retreat. It was just like, we just banged it all out. And when we went back and reread it, it was like bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
Because we had written it so quickly in such a flurry, we'd taken out all the connective tissue.
Yeah, but that still progresses the plot, though. So that's the thing, though. But I don't mean like it's not one of the major like plot points. Then
I just wanted to add like I guess a clarification that like when we say progresses the plot,
that includes character development.
Yes, includes letting your characters talk to each other. It includes
building the world.
Yes, lore. Letting them just like experience the world.
Yes,
letting them eat.
Well,
just ignore. We have scenes now in Anarchy where like Eve and Mary are having breakfast and something happens.
Yes,
whereas before it was like. They go to a place, something happens. They come home. They go to a place, something happens. They come home. Like it was just, there was no in-betweeny bits.
Yes.
And I think that's what makes pacing can feel very hectic. And
I also think
too fast.
Pacing is something that you're not going to get right in your first draft.
Oh god, no.
I think that's the other thing. Yeah. And I think that's what you're talking about in Anarchy. That was essentially a first draft.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you're not going to get your pacing right. Your first draft is just to get that shit out there.
Yeah.
And then you can deal with your outline and your pacing.
Yeah.
And, you can pick, like, is this scene important? What is this delivering?
Yeah.
Does this bit of world building make sense? Do we need
Yeah.
to see it in? So, I
just think it's important to remember that, like, character development is
important for your plot.
important for your plot.
Yes.
Like, when we say, like, is it progressing the plot? It's not necessarily like an action scene.
No.
Or, the characters finding out a vital piece of information. Or
finding a MacGuffin.
Or whatever. Like, progressing the plot can be quiet moments, characters engaging with each other, characters having interactions, characters doing normal things.
Exploring the world, finding out about the world,
exactly.
building your lore and all that sort of stuff. So, I don't know if that helped.
Yeah, I think
it's another one where you do need a little bit of distance.
Yes. Absolutely.
Because it's hard, because writing is slow.
Yes.
So it probably feels slow.
Yes.
Which makes, I think that's when you end up with those real frantic,
yes,
like things happen too fast. And you're writing in bits and pieces as well. So you got to sort of step back and look at the thing as a whole.
As a whole, yeah. And I think it's important to note that, like, at the end of the day, we are extremely vibes-based writers.
Yeah.
We don't think about this kind of shit, honestly. When we sit down and write a book, we just kind of write the story.
Yeah.
And then we kind of trust our editors to go and help us fix
Yeah.
the pacing.
Yeah.
And shit like that. Or like we did with Anarchy, we give it a bit of time and then we come back to it.
Yeah.
And can sort of notice the problems with it. But a lot of this stuff we don't really do in, like, a very conscious way.
No,
we're very pantsy.
Yeah.
And we just kind of, like, I don't know, we just kind of write the story we want to write and then we kind of figure the rest out later.
Yeah.
So it's probably not super helpful, but, like, maybe it is. Maybe.
And that's the thing, though, everyone writes differently. So,
yeah, absolutely.
And that's the thing with writing tips, I think, as well. Like,
it's always with a grain of salt.
Yeah, take it with a grain of salt. Might not work for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Your turn.
I think it's my turn. Okay. How do you guys do it all? Writing, podcast, jobs, hobbies, horses, partners.
Not well.
Well, yeah. Life is hard, guys.
Life is hard.
Being an adult sucks.
Yeah. I mean, look. It's hard. And I guess my job is a little all-consuming.
Yep.
So I do struggle to do anything other than that. And I do think that the podcast has actually helped because we have a structure to stick to, and so we make time. We make the time.
Yeah.
And I think that's actually helped with, like, our relationship as well. Because it's just like we have to make the time to actually spend time with each other. So I think that's helped. Hobbies. Look, I have so many hobbies.
It's the ADHD.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, for me, I'll be perfectly honest. My job is not all consuming. I work in an office. I do a lot of stuff at work. I'll be honest with you. I hope none of my bosses listen to this. No, I mean, look, I guess I am blessed with being a neurotypical. I make time for the stuff that I care about, right? So, I love writing. I love reading. I love writing. And so I make time for it. Like, I ride in the dark after work. I ride in the morning before work. I ride whenever I fucking can. I write when I get time. I edit the podcast mostly at work. I play D&D after work. You
make time.
I make time.
You
Unfortunately, my blessed partner, who I love very much, is very, very patient with me and deals with the fact that I'm, like, never home because I'm always at a horse show or I'm at Ez's place recording the podcast or I'm out late playing D&D or, whatever. He's very kind to me and feeds my animals when I am here. So, yeah, you know, I don't know, you make it work,
You
right?
make it
like
work.
if you care enough about it, then
Yeah,
you make it work.
you make it work.
And in all of my free time, I chase Ez up and down the road to make her do her part.
Yep. Accountability.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just have to sit there and stare at her until she does it.
It's called body doubling.
Exactly. So, yes, that's we do our goddamn best.
Yep. We do.
Yeah.
All right. Is it me again?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Yeah. And the most important question: what can you tell us about Revelation?
And also, the next question is also, what's your book about?
Oh yes.
So
blurb style answer.
Yeah.
Oh, blurb style answer. Funnily
You
enough,
wrote a blurb.
I wrote a blurb.
She wrote a blurb.
We wrote a blurb.
Yeah, Ez wrote a blurb.
Okay. I was gonna give it to you, but okay.
You don't need to give it to me.
Yeah, let's find the blurb. Okay. All right. This is a cramp. All right. So yeah, this is a blurb for Revelation.
Yeah, it has a blurb, guys.
It has a blurb, guys.
This shit is really happening.
I know, right? All right. Mary learned 2 lessons early in life. I'm going to do that again because I read it wrong. Mary learned 2 lessons very early in life. 1, other people couldn't see the monsters the way she did. And 2, the monsters didn't like being seen. Mary has struggled with the gift of sight her whole life, caught between 2 worlds and never knowing how they fit together. When the people of Brooklyn start mysteriously going missing, she knows that the monsters have something to do with it. Ithuriel is still stinging with the shame of his fall from grace when he learns that more and more denizens of hell are being summoned to Brooklyn. Fallen he may be, he will stop at nothing to keep the demons from taking over the city. Belial gave up on heaven a long time ago. All he wanted to do... Nope. Belial gave up on heaven a long time ago. All he wanted was to live amongst the humans in peace, but now he finds himself caught up in a dangerous plan that will shift the balance of the world like never before. In a world of angels and demons where nothing is as it seems, this thrilling urban fantasy debut will have you second-guessing everything. Hope is crushed, alliances are cast aside, and betrayal cuts through the heart as the Second Coming trilogy begins.
Yeah, so that's what our book's about, guys.
So it is an urban fantasy, angels and demons.
Yep.
It's gritty. We've been told it's like quite dark, has some horror
Yes.
vibes.
Yeah, horror vibes.
Which wasn't intentional.
Not at all.
But is what it is.
Yeah,
We'll roll with it.
I guess when you think about it,
Yeah.
like, yes, probably it does, but it was totally unintentional.
Totally unintentional.
But yes, yeah, apparently it has some horror vibes.
Yeah.
It's we hope it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like, that's really what we
That's
want.
it. It's just something that we want. We love those really character-driven,
Yeah.
entertaining
Yeah.
stories.
Fun.
That get you just like really involved.
Yeah.
So that's what we want this to be.
Yeah, that's what
It's
really
not.
hope.
We're not going to be winning any like literary awards.
No,
for this.
and that wasn't the intention.
No.
It's, you know, it's kind of, I feel like it's kind of the vibes of romantasy without it being romantic.
Yeah, it's not really romantic. There is romance.
There's romance in
There's
it,
a subplot.
yeah, but it's not romantasy.
No, but it's not romantic.
But it's kind of those kind of vibes, right? Where it's the kind of book where you just want to sit down and kind of devour it and, you know, have a good time and not worry about, I don't know, too much, like, I don't know, whatever.
World stuff.
Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So, we're really hoping to release it at Book Fair.
Okay. Yes, which is in February.
Yes, it is the first book in trilogy. And yeah, I mean, I guess his backstory is like we wrote it as one book. It was actually the book that we wrote after All's Fair, real bad. Then we wrote it again.
Yeah. How long ago? How long after? It was quite a while after.
It was a long time after.
So I don't know why. Did we set out to be like we want to
Yes.
get something published, and so
Yes.
we picked this? I think.
So I think what we did was like we had written Infected Hal, the fairy story, or half of it, or whatever. Well, and then Tori and Damien, and then we're like, what the fuck are we going to write next? And I don't remember exactly, but I feel like I said I want to have another crack at TSC.
Yeah.
Because we had, when we wrote it initially, we were like, this is amazing. We should get this published. It's the best idea we've ever had. Obviously it was terrible because, you know, we were in high school and it was really bad.
Yeah.
But I've always felt that the idea that we had was something special.
Yeah.
And this book is so close to our hearts
Yeah.
for so many reasons. We have poured so much of our heart and soul into this book. But yes, we rewrote it. It was something stupid like 300,000 words. 280,000 words. And we went to a writers' festival and
talked to an editor
and
who
she
was
said,
like, "You're crazy. Split up into 3 books."
Yeah, nobody is going to read a debut urban fantasy.
At that point,
it was young adult.
I think it was young adult. Yeah.
She was like,
it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. The only thing that you could sell it as that long is epic fantasy. It's not epic fantasy.
Yeah.
You can't sell it like that. So we decided to turn it into a trilogy.
And we aged it up.
A bit. Not really intentionally, it just kind of happened. But yeah, and Revelation, you know, we rewrote a lot of Revelation. We gave it its own ending. And now it is finally.
Now it is. Leaving the nest.
Being released into the world.
Wow. It's currently away, or by the time this is back, we'll probably have the edits back.
Yes, we will.
But it is, at the time of recording, it is currently away for its sort of last copy edit.
Yep.
So we'll see what that says.
Yes.
But yeah, it's
That's it. That's Revelation.
Exciting.
Hopefully we get to read it soon.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Next question is, what are your biggest inspirations for writing?
I think this is one of those things because, I don't know about you, but because I started writing so young, I don't know if I have inspirations for writing. I always wrote for me and because I wanted to and because I liked the stories.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I started writing when I read Lord of the Rings. I read Lord of the Rings and it blew my brain so badly that I was like, I have to do this. I have to create something like this. Obviously, that hasn't happened. I am no J.R. Tolkien, but that is why I started. That's why I started writing.
Yeah. Okay.
And my first story was I wrote in year 6 was some dumb little fantasy thing about a girl who lived in a tree. And you know, I wrote a lot of fantasy, like throughout all the period that All's Fair and Living to Die. I was writing my own fantasy novels as well, separate to what we were writing together.
Yeah, I didn't start writing fantasy until I met you.
Yeah.
Before that, it was other things.
A lot.
Random
and they
things.
were really, really, really bad.
Yep. Yeah, like I don't remember. Like, I just always loved to write. I can't remember if I've talked about this on the podcast before, but I do think I credit a lot of, like, the birth of the passion to my teacher, Mrs. Stevens. Shout out. She used to do these things called 5-minute writing, where it was like a subject in the class where she would give you 5 minutes and you had to write a story.
Yeah.
And I fucking loved those. And so it started there, and then from there I'd just like keep writing. So I think one of the first sort of things that I like wrote, aside from the 5-minute writing, but like outside of school, was I wrote a series about my, you know, those rust dogs? Yeah, so I collected those because that's what I do. And yeah, I wrote this series, and basically they were toys. It was a little bit Toy Story-esque, but they, you know, they were alive essentially, and so they went on all sorts of adventures and all that kind of thing. And yeah, so I wrote that quite early on. And then I also used to write a lot about like horse stories, like Saddle Club-esque kind of vibes, although I hated the Saddle Club. But yeah, I don't know if
Yeah, I mean, and I guess like as far as inspirations these days, I don't know. Like sometimes I read books and I'm like,
that's what I want.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah. Like the Carissa Broadbent ones we're talking about.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
That's the kind of fun that I want to put out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've been told, and this is now a very unfortunate comparison, but I've been told that my writing is quite influenced by Neil Gaiman's writing. I have been told that my writing is quite similar in a lot of ways, and I wouldn't be shocked. I've read a lot of his books. Fortunately, he's cancelled now, but he was one of my favorite authors for a really long time. So I wasn't like offended by the comparison. And I mean, look, the second Coming trilogy was inspired by a poem we read in English class by William Butler Yeats.
William Butler Yeats of the same name. The Second Coming.
And we read that poem in English class and decided to write a whole book about it.
Yeah, because that's what you do.
But yeah, I mean, I think like these days, I don't know, it's kind of hard to say because I think we're quite well established now in our own styles and the way that we write and especially with Revelation, the Second Coming, things like that. Like we've been writing this shit for so long that it's kind of
its own thing. Yeah.
You know, it's not really informed by anything.
Yeah.
It's just like, But yeah, I don't
know. Cool. What's the next one? Well, what's your favorite genre to read? I don't have one.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
It's interesting because like I did actually get really burnt out on fantasy for a while.
Yeah.
Because I read so much fantasy. I just devoured everything I could get my hands on, and then I got really bored of it. Kind of around maybe mid high school, bit after high school maybe. So probably after high school. I think it was a bit after high school. Yeah, because all through high school, I was trying to read fantasy. That's right. I was reading all the Sarah Douglas books and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I got really burnt out on it. I started to feel it was all very samey. I don't know if it was just the kind of fantasy books that I was reading, but it was probably through my 20s, I guess. I read a lot of like young adult contemporary romance and a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
And then I read The Name of the Wind.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
I remember this.
I forgot how good fantasy could be.
Yeah.
And ever since then, like I really have been back on the boat. I read sci-fi, fantasy, dystopian. Like I very rarely read stuff that is like just like I don't know, set in the real world.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will if it's good enough.
Yeah.
But like.
Yeah. Now I'll read anything. Yeah. I do read like a lot of sci-fi, fantasy, and fiction sort of thing, but then I also read like a bit of crime. I'll read a little bit of historical. I'll read a bit of this, a bit of that. So yeah, I don't limit myself to a genre.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. It's your turn, I think.
Okay. I'd love to know what you both love doing about the podcast. From reading and reviewing, sharing your own writing journey, your consistency and your dedication is so inspiring.
Aww. That's nice.
Nice. And also, I guess part of that is what are your goals within the podcast for the next 2 years?
Right. Okay.
So honestly, this is just so fun.
I mean, honestly, what do I love most about the podcast? I get to hang out with my best friend.
100%. And it just feels like we're like chronicling. It's like a chronicle of our friendship.
Our friendship,
you know?
Our relationship.
Yeah.
We're kind of sharing our story.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. And it's just kind of really fun.
Yeah.
To go back and look at that and revisit that.
I mean, like the thing is, Ez is my favorite person. So like, it's so nice to, and like, look, we do live a really long way away from each other now. We don't get to see each other as much as we used to when we lived closer. So it's a really nice excuse for us to get together and spend a weekend hanging out,
talking at each other,
talking to each other. You know, like it is.
And I kind of love that, like. And that's like when this started, before like anyone listened to us, it was like I didn't really care that we didn't have any listeners because like it was just nice to have this documented for us.
Yeah,
and like I could go back and listen to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I listen to every episode when it comes out.
Yeah.
Like, and it sounds really lame, but like I enjoy just listening to us talking to each other.
Yeah.
You know, and it is also I think maybe like a little bit re-sparked our passion for writing.
100%. And my passion for reading.
Yes.
It got me into reading again.
Forced you to read because you have to have books to review.
Yes, exactly.
But I think, and like, I don't know whether it is like, I mean, we did kind of start the podcast to, you know, help get a following for us to publish our book and build a platform and everything like that. So it's a little bit chicken and egg, whether like the fact that we've, you know, after a really long hiatus, started working on the book again, and, you know, finally getting to the point where we're going to publish it.
Yeah.
You know, whether that was kind of because of the podcast or if the podcast has helped with that, but it has kind of kind of mapped a little bit.
Yeah,
like, you know,
I think it
starting to
definitely
really get back
reignited
into-
the passion a little bit after the burnout. On my part, anyway. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, what are your goals with the podcast for the next 2 years?
Finish this
Just
fucking book.
Yeah, just keep going. We've got so many stories.
We do, and I do
I'm curious to see how they develop.
Me too. I'm actually really interested to see, because I have, especially the next one after All's Fair, not TSE, but the next one that we're going to do on the podcast, Infected. I actually have very, very
Same.
fond memories of
Same.
it, and like
This
in
is
my head,
worrying.
it's quite good.
Yeah.
So
I'm worried.
Me too. I'm sure it's not as good as I remember it being.
Absolutely not. It won't be.
Especially considering like where All's Fair is at.
Yeah.
But I'm very interested to see like how our writing grows. Like obviously already it has changed a lot from Living to Die. And yeah, I'm really kind of excited to see how it develops and progresses. Because I do actually remember Infected being quite good.
Yes. I don't know about quite good, but I remember,
I remember being quite pleased with it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. I remember, I feel like the characters in that one were the first characters that we really became invested in.
Yes. I do agree. I am still quite fond of the characters from that book.
Yeah, same. And I think maybe that was the pivotal difference in that in this one where we're writing the plot, we're writing the story, and the characters are just like kind whatever we want them to be, like they're weird.
Yeah.
We don't really develop the characters.
No.
Whereas, I feel like in Infected, it is a character study.
Yes.
I don't remember there being much plot.
No.
It was really characters.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, it's very I guess for the next 2 years, just interested to see how it goes, how our writing develops, and just enjoy spending time hanging out together, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
That's small.
Huh?
That's small.
I made it bigger. So there's some commentary with this one. Although I haven't listened to all of it, you clearly love what you've been doing, and it shows. Each episode is so fun to listen to, and your banter is delightful.
That's good.
Thank you. Okay, so question: what are some things about podcasting that you know now that you wish you knew when you started, if any? Do not lean on the table.
Yeah, don't bump the table.
It is annoying to edit it out.
Yeah. Always make sure you've got white noise.
Yes, so that they can remove the background noise.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I edit these fuckers, so a lot of it is like, even if you think it won't be audible in the background, it probably will.
Is.
That includes Penny barking, that includes motorbikes on the highway, that includes birds in the backyard, whatever the hell the air conditioner was doing last time we recorded, Ez kicking the table, Ez drinking Coke. Always stop if you are moving or changing position. Do not keep talking when there is background noise, because you cannot get fucking rid of it. And because we're poor, our microphones are not amazing quality, so it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yep. Yeah.
Ums are not as noticeable as you think they are.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Which is good, because I say it fucking a lot.
Yeah.
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 I don't know if there's anything
Easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, really easy.
Yeah.
Really easy.
I was worried we wouldn't know what to say, or we wouldn't have anything to say, or it would be boring, or...
No, I mean, I think I had a lot more faith.
You had a lot more faith. It was your idea.
It was my idea. I had grand plans. And to be fair, it's worked out largely what I thought it would. Like, this is pretty much what I imagined.
I had no faith in us at all.
Thanks.
I was like, this is going to be terrible.
Weird.
We are not funny. We are not entertaining. Nobody's going to want to listen to us.
Yeah, no, I had a lot of faith. And this is, it has turned out largely what I thought it would be, this sort of format. So, I'm happy with it.
I enjoy the bonus episodes.
Yeah, just talking shit.
Yeah, I really, really enjoy the bonus episodes. They're actually almost one of my favorite parts is doing the bonus episodes. I just find them so much fun.
Yeah.
It's so good
gushing about the books and
especially because like we often don't read the same books.
Yeah.
Especially because, we want to review them on the podcast. We want to read different things. So we have different stuff to talk about. And so the joy of like getting to read a book with my best friend and just talk shit about it.
And gush about it.
Or riff on it or depending how good or bad it is. Yeah. Like it's all so much fun.
It is good fun.
Yeah.
For sure.
No spoilers.
No spoilers, but are there things you're really looking forward to covering from the book? In this book, no.
Because we don't remember.
Don't remember a single thing.
No, got literally no idea.
Yeah, I don't think I can like stress enough how little
we remember about what is going to happen.
I know we wrote it, but
yeah, I really need you guys to understand that we aren't faking when we say we have no idea what's going to happen.
Do not know.
Even like I was just saying, like, I have really fond memories of Infected. I could
still
not tell you
remember
what happens.
I know
it's zombies in it.
It's zombies in it.
It's got zombies.
That's
literally it. I don't remember anything that happens.
No.
The first one, I mean, obviously TSC doesn't really count because we've rewritten that. But like, honestly, the first one that I really remember anything about is Howl.
There's very little I remember.
There's not
about
much.
that.
I remember bits and pieces though, which is honestly more than I remember from anything prior to that.
Yeah, I don't know, we just blocked it out or what, but yeah, no.
I mean, in our defense, it was a really fucking long time ago.
Yeah, 20 plus years ago.
Yeah, it's a really long time ago.
Yep.
I don't remember fucking anything.
No.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, couldn't possibly tell you.
We couldn't spoil it if we wanted to.
Nope.
Okay, next question is, oh god. Do you think you will ever go back and rewrite Living to Die?
Absolutely.
Not necessarily for publishing, just for fun, or to have an edited version for yourself? No.
There's no saving that.
No.
There's no saving that.
It's beyond redemption. It's beyond... there's literally nothing
to be mined.
I have thought, because like I said, I live quite a long way away from Ez. We usually do these recording sessions at her house, because I have a partner to look after my pets for me. So there was one time I was driving home from recording. I had a 3.5 hour trip, and I started thinking about how I would fix All's Fair.
Yeah.
And I think that it is doable.
Yeah, I think All's Fair is doable, especially in the current market as well.
Oh, absolutely. It's a romantasy.
Big thing. We wrote romantasy before it was cool.
So, like, will we ever do it? I don't know. It probably depends on whether we can be fucked. But I think I have thought about it, and I think that just improving the quality of the writing would go a long way to fixing this.
Yeah.
And then just some minor plot tweaks to like make it make sense. Yeah. There's so much there with,
and like flesh out the world.
Yeah, flesh out the world, make the war an actual plot, make Corey being a bastard an actual plot, make all the characters less horrific.
Yeah.
You could write I feel like you could write a decent version.
Yeah, I think All's Fair, you could. Yeah.
So
for sure. But
Living to Die,
absolutely no.
There's nothing.
It's not going to happen. So if you're holding your breath for that,
No, it's too bad. If you want to do it yourself, go for it.
Go for it. Yeah, you can have that. We're not going to fight you on that one. No. What, in your opinion, is the most overhyped book? Any recent reads that did not hold up to the fanfare?
ACOTAR.
So
it's got to be ACOTAR.
So overhyped.
It's so
I don't
bad,
get
guys.
it.
It's
so bad. The characters are awful. It's boring. It's not spicy.
It's badly written. It's...
Ken! Hey!
It's badly written. The characters suck. The spice sucks. The plot sucks.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
There's literally nothing redeemable about these books. I do not understand how people are so obsessed with them.
I mean, yeah. I think it's great that it's gotten a lot of people back into reading.
Yeah, I mean, good for you, I guess. But fuck me.
Yeah.
I'm not about it. And like other, I guess, books that haven't lived up to the hype, most of any romantasy that I have read, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, even Fourth Wing, like, I'm much more positively inclined towards it than I am ACOTAR, but it's still like Like, it's just fine.
Yeah.
It's not that
It's still
good.
not fabulously written. Like, it's entertaining.
It's a bit of fun, but like, especially if you compare it to the Carissa Broadbent books.
Yeah, like, why are
That
those
goes in
not
it.
being more hyped?
Exactly.
Like, those
they deserve the hype.
deserve the hype.
Because they're well written, they're good fun,
Great characters,
great sex,
good
like
quality, like...
none of the other romantasy books that I have read have lived up to that.
Yeah.
Or up to their hype.
Yeah.
I just read them and I'm like,
Yeah.
it was fine.
Yeah.
So like maybe the romantasy genre as a whole
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not worth
Not
the
living
hype.
up the hype.
Not
Yeah.
living up to the hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So next question. How has the process of writing together changed since the stories you're reading on the pod versus the ones that you are writing / polishing now?
I mean, not a huge amount once
No, honestly.
once we developed the dialogue.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, we try harder.
Yeah, we try harder. We do it better.
We do it better.
And like we actively edit each other now.
We plot more.
We do plot. We do plan more.
We do go into, like, we're still 100% pantsers.
Yeah.
But we are much better now, and especially I think especially in TSC and Revelation, because we are intending for it to be published, we don't pants things as much.
Yeah.
We do go into each scene being like,
with a purpose.
what is going to happen?
Yeah.
What is the information that needs to be conveyed here?
Yeah.
Each chapter, we think much more critically about whose point of view it should be.
Yeah.
We think about, what is going to happen.
Where does it need to start? Where does it need to end?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we put a lot more effort into that because, I think, and especially it was like when we were handwriting as well, like you kind of just have to write from point A to B. It's very hard to write in any other fashion.
Absolutely.
Whereas now with these, and it is different because it has been a while since we've written anything fresh.
Yeah.
That, for like consumption.
Yes.
Like we always have another project going on for shoots and gigs, but that is very much just like
yeah, and we usually don't actually write that. Like we just dialogue it and just leave it.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. So I forgot what I was saying.
Which is much more intentional.
Yeah, just more
I think,
intentional.
And
and aware.
Yeah, aware. And we will redo scenes.
Yes.
Which we never used to do.
Yeah.
So
if we will, we'll get halfway through a dialogue, we're like, this is shit, let's start again.
Yeah. Or like, this isn't going the way we wanted to
go, or
like we finish it and we go, it took too long to get to where we were going, or like, and sometimes
we tighten things up more.
Yeah, we'll tweak stuff to make it, we'll be a little bit more like, oh, well, if your character says that, my character's going to say this, and we don't want that. So,
Yeah, we've gotten really good at, because we, like, and I think this is one of the things that I don't want to say pride ourselves on, but something that we really strive towards is the strength of our characters.
Yes.
So we have really developed a way to, like, manipulate the circumstance
to make the character do what we want them to.
Rather than manipulate the character. Because
Yes.
when you're manipulating the character, the readers will pick that
Absolutely.
up.
And I mean, the character
becomes
will feel
inconsistent.
out of character, or they'll feel inconsistent, they won't be clear.
Yeah.
So
we have gotten very good at being like, okay, well, if this happens in this way, the character will do this. So we need to change this.
Yes. We need to change the circumstances so the character will
do what
act
we
in the
want
way
them
we want
to
them
do.
to.
Yeah. So we've gotten good at that.
Yeah.
But I think largely as a whole, the process is
Yeah, the process is pretty
similar.
much the same. Yeah. We do the dialogue, we're at chapter.
Yeah.
What happens if you don't agree about a plot point? People always ask us
we
this.
get a lot of these. Like,
We don't.
Like,
I just can't think of a time.
like, I guess you could, like, it's not even really a disagreement, but like, kind of leading on to what we were just saying, like, the worst that will happen will be if that happens, my character will do this.
Yes, or my character won't do the thing we want them to
do. Like, that's the worst that happens. And it's not even really a disagreement. Like, we probably both agree in what needs to happen. It's just, we can't get there.
Yes, and like sometimes we will have, I guess, discussions, and depending on how tired we are or how long we've been at it, sometimes they can get a little snippy about
That's not what I thought. Well, that's what I thought.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, we literally just had, I'm literally thinking, like, the dialogue that we've done for the chapter that Ez has to write next we had slightly different perspectives on
where it was starting,
where the last scene had ended, and what information each character had. And so I was like, wait.
Yeah, I was like, we've already done that. And you're like, no, we haven't. And I was like, no, I said we haven't done that. And you're like, yeah. And I was like, ah! So it got a bit confusing. But I wouldn't even say that was a disagreement.
No.
That was just...
we were frustrated because like we were like, oh, fuck.
We fucked it up.
And now we've got to figure out how to fix it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, even that wasn't a disagreement.
But I can't think of a time when we have disagreed on a plot point.
No.
Like, it's very like... one of us will make a suggestion.
Yeah, we always build.
We're very good at yes-anding each other.
Yeah.
So, like, I will
yes and.
sometimes put into our Discord and say, oh, I had an idea that, like, you know...
I'm not sure how it fits in or...
Yeah, but I had an idea of, like, it would be cool if somehow this character had to, I don't know, rescue this character from, you know...
do this or...
falling off a building or something.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah, I'll come in and be like, oh, well...
Yeah, what if?
What if we did this and that led to... Like, we're very good at building on each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's very, very rare, if ever, one of us will say, no, I don't think we should do that. Or it will be... like you say, the worst is, I don't think my character would do that.
Yeah.
So we either manipulate the circumstances to make them do it, or we go, okay, well, what's some other way we can
get what we want out of this?
A similar vibe, or like I don't know. It's so weird to think of us disagreeing on a plot point. Yeah, it just doesn't happen.
It's not a thing.
It's not a thing.
Not a thing.
Yeah.
Do you exclusively write split POVs as a duo?
Yes.
Moving on.
Short question. I mean, yes, because we have separate characters.
Yeah, right. And that's just the way we write.
It has always been the way that we write.
Not really interested in changing it.
No, we couldn't.
No,
because then we would have to write the same character.
Yeah, weird.
Gross. So yes, for these questions have numbers, but it's totally irrelevant. Has rereading your old stuff influenced the way you work now? I don't think so.
Not really.
No. We're pretty established.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah, I don't think it's really influenced the way I work now. I can see how I got from point A to B.
Yes. It is interesting. I don't know if it's influenced, but it's interesting because I can see... It's interesting seeing some of my bad habits in this old writing.
Yeah.
I am still a sucker for an adverb.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like, I have to be conscious about not doing it.
Same.
And overriding expressions and, you know, there's certain things that crop up in the old writing that sometimes I'll go, oh, yeah. I still do that.
Yeah. So I don't think it's really influenced the new stuff, but it's interesting to see the connection.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the way that it's developed, and I am starting to see hints of myself in All's Fair, which is upsetting, but like there is, you know, the writer that I will become. Is there?
It's there. Yeah.
But you know, it's also very interesting, like seeing. Because I feel like our chapters and our writing is quite different back then between each other. But these days, people seem to have a great deal of difficulty telling.
They can't tell who's
what.
Which surprises me.
Yeah, because I still feel like our writing is quite different.
Very different.
So I'd be interested, actually, if anyone listening to this wants to write into one of our socials, like, do you think that there is a noticeable difference between the writing in each of our chapters in All's Fair? Like, do you think that we sound like have very different voices?
Yes.
Like, not just the characters.
I mean, it might be hard because we actively we have audibly physically different voices, but
yeah, maybe, but like, I don't know. I'd just be interested to see if anybody like thinks that there is like a clear voice difference.
Yeah.
Because we've been told multiple times from people reading Revelation.
And from people that know us as
well.
well.
People know us very well. Yeah. People who've read lots of our writing.
People who've read this shit.
Yeah. You know who you are.
We love you.
We love you. I don't know how you can't tell which of us is which.
Yeah. We're having great fun teasing her at the moment about that,
Bless
Good times.
your socks. But yeah, that thought just came to me. It's very interesting that, yeah. Anyway,
what's your tips for writing long projects?
is there another kind?
Yeah, I guess that's the thing. I'm not good
At short
at short stories, so
They suck. They're hard.
I hate them. Give me the words, please. So yeah, what's your tips? Don't get too
Don't get bogged down.
Yeah. Don't get too caught up in your world building or your character sheets or your yada yada yada. Like just get it. Just write it first.
The important thing about writing a long project is to write.
Write it. Yeah. You can't get stuck on chapter 1.
And don't spend your entire life filling out character questionnaires or writing character
one cares
sheets.
What favorite color they have, or
like if you are struggling to develop your character, like sure, answer a few of those questions maybe, but like at the end of the day, the only way you're going to get to know them is by writing them. Don't get too stuck in over editing.
Just write it.
Just write it.
Let it go. You don't need to go back and edit it.
No, until you're
don't
finished.
Don't edit chapter by chapter. Write it. Step away. Edit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And write something that you love.
Yeah.
Because if you don't love it, you're not going to finish
You're
it.
not going to finish it.
You've got to love what you're doing.
You'll live and breathe it.
And like write the book that you want to read,
Yeah.
because you're going to have to read
You're
it
gonna
so
have to
many
read it
times,
so
guys.
many fucking
You're going to
times.
have to read it so many times.
Yep.
And like I can still sit down and read Revelation, and I have a good time reading it.
Yeah.
And I've read it like 300 times.
Yes.
So write something that you love and that you're passionate about, because it is a sustained effort. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Mm-hmm.
We have been writing this motherfucker for like 15 years, so
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's for me.
For you.
For me. Emma, you have teased that you swore off writing women's point of views for a long time.
I don't think that was teased. I think
Why?
that was
Yeah,
explicitly said.
Very much said that very clearly. Why is that? And do you think there are any unique challenges to writing from diverse gender and identity expressions that have helped you grow as an author? Also, when did you decide to go back to writing women, and why? Yeah, I've thought a lot about this question, actually, because I did. I just refused.
Yeah, you did.
I flatly refused for a very long time to write female characters.
Yep.
Because of Corey, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Because she is miserable and I hate her. And I don't know exactly what it was that convinced me that I couldn't do it. I don't know whether it was because I felt that my natural instinct is towards angst and melodrama.
Yeah.
And that potentially, and like this is not something I consciously thought at the time, but when I'm thinking back on it, it's potentially that the sort of manly masculine repression of emotion
tempers you.
Tempers my worst impulses, right?
Yeah,
because I'm like, well, it's not
He's a man,
realistic.
he can't have feelings.
Well, not even that. Like, I would say that many of my male characters are much more in touch with their emotions than your average white man. But, but it did sort of temper my instinct towards angst and melodrama. And so, because I was a little bit like, well, it's not realistic for a male character to like burst into tears all the times, or and I don't know if that's exactly it. But I feel like maybe that is why I found it easier to write male characters that didn't fall into those pitfalls.
Yeah.
And as far as writing characters with gender identities that are not my own, I honestly feel like people are people.
It's a person. Yeah, I was about to say, people are people.
Like, I write my characters like people.
Yeah.
And yes, I do know that there are specific experiences that I do know that there are like experiences that you have as a person who has a gender
that
that
will influence them
will
and
influence
the way they look at the world.
the way that you look
Yeah,
at the world. Like, obviously, living in the world as a woman and living in the world as a man are very different. The experience of a non-binary or gender diverse character is going to be different from the experience of a heterosexual cis person, whatever. But I feel like at the end of the day, we're all people.
We're all people.
Everybody is different.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own experience of the world.
Yeah.
And I just don't find
I don't think it's any
difficult.
Yeah, I don't think it's any more difficult than just writing like
a person who's not
a
yourself.
person who's not you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I am no more similar to any of the female characters that I've written than I am to any of the male characters that I've written.
Yeah, 100%.
So I don't think that I think that, like, maybe yes, it did help me grow as an author because I did, I guess, come to that.
You had to challenge that a
Yeah,
little bit. Yeah.
you know, you do have to learn to write an experience that isn't your own.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I ever found that to be particularly difficult.
No.
And I don't know, once we get into the books where I am starting to write from the point of view of a male character, you guys can tell me if you think I did a good job or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it was particularly challenging, and I have written now characters of just about every conceivable gender or non-gender.
That's the thing. Yeah, as we get, obviously these are very cis straight,
white.
but yeah, as we went on,
we have experimented
with everything.
With everything. We have had gay characters, we've had lesbian characters. You wrote an angel who changed their gender every time they came down to earth.
Yeah, that was fun.
So they were just like, fucking whatever they felt like.
Whatever, I was like, I just Google it and like, what do we look like today, lads? And
sometimes they were male presenting, sometimes they were female presenting, sometimes they were androgynous, whatever
the hell.
I've written a non-binary character. I think the only thing we haven't done is I don't think we've had a transgender character yet.
No, I think I guess it depends on how you like that angel is they're gender fluid, really.
So I don't think or I guess like the human experience of being transgender. Like our angels and our demons have very flexible genders. In that, you know,
very fluid.
It's all very kind of like, you kind of just are whatever you vibe with. But I think
I think the closest would be Onyx.
Yeah, they're non-binary. So it's kind of a wishy-washy area. But yeah, as far as why did you decide to go back to writing women, why? I haven't really.
That's what I was looking at that, and I'm like, I don't really have.
I haven't done a lot. There have been instances, obviously.
You did Elle's sister, Evie, and
so we did our lesbian romance. T and Evie.
T.
So T was.
She was alright.
I mean, she was also a butch lesbian.
Yeah, so she's very the most masculine of females you could get away with.
Females.
Yeah, that's true.
Onyx is non-binary, so they're not a woman.
No.
The lordly fellows. So after we killed Gwen, no, not Gwen. Gwen was the one we replaced her with. We killed Addie.
Addie.
I did write Gwen. She was a woman.
Yeah, you wrote Addie too.
I did write Addie, and we did.
That's
have
the
to
one
kill
that
her.
we've alluded to that before. We pushed her down the stairs.
Yes,
because we didn't like
her. So like, it's not really reinforcing my
no.
ability to write women.
Interesting.
So yeah, I guess in answer to why did I decide to go back to writing women, I haven't really. As far as like point of view characters go. Onyx is probably the closest that I've got being on non-binary to actually writing from the point of view of a non-male character, I guess.
Lila.
Yeah, that's true.
She was a girl.
She was a girl.
She was a straight up girl.
Straight up girl.
Yeah. She was fine. She was good.
Yeah. Heterosexual and everything.
Yeah, she was just a girl.
She was just a girl.
Yeah. Good times.
Good times.
Cool. Has D&D and other social games like it influenced your writing in any way, and if so, how? Not really.
No, I think we actually came to D&D quite late.
Very late, We've
actually only been playing D&D for a few years.
Yeah.
So it was probably a bit late to influence
Yeah.
our writing. I think our writing has influenced the way we play D&D.
Yeah, especially collaboratively
Yes.
as well.
I think that we are quite good collaborative storytellers.
Yes.
If we do say so ourselves.
I mean, it builds on that fact that we're very good at yes and.
Yes. And we're very good at, I think we're very good at, we're just so good at it, guys. I think as well, like, because we're very good at creating characters.
Yes.
You know, like...
Yeah, and D&D is like real character driven.
Yeah, you create your character and then you get to go and play with them in the world.
And
so,
do terrible things to them and you know,
Exactly.
explore them and... Yeah.
Exactly. So I think, we're very... I do wonder sometimes that, like, our... I guess our role-playing past and, like, all the writing that we've done together has made us particularly unashamed of getting into the real nitty-gritty of characters.
Yeah.
And, like...
The flaws of them.
The flaws.
Yeah. That's the product. That's culture.
Just as bad. Yeah, getting into their flaws, getting into the nitty-gritty, but also, like, leaning into character relationships in a really big way.
Yeah.
And not being, I guess, kind of embarrassed to, like, go there with characters and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not, like, manipulate it or get stumped if it doesn't go the way you think it's going to go.
Yeah, but really being able to stick to our characters' guns in a way. Like...
Yeah, like the most recent thing, our most recent D&D campaign. I'm sorry, Tim.
We're both
we stuck to our characters a little too well, I think.
And both wandered off from the party.
So it was supposed to, like, it was session 1.
Yeah.
We're supposed to all go in and, like, meet and
you know, form a party.
And obviously...
Both of our characters were
just no, and just left, and did not play ball. So yeah,
I am now hanging out with the goblins that we were supposed to be fighting.
Yes, and I'm on
You've
my
just
own.
left.
I took my quarry and left, and I'm probably going to go and track down and try and kill him as character. So you know, oopsies. So that's so I think our writing has influenced D&D.
Yes, because we've only been playing D&D for about 5 years, and we've been writing for more than 20. It kind of went the other way.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. What is the best and worst thing about being co-authors?
I mean, there's so many best things.
Yeah. Everything?
Everything is
it's great.
amazing.
It's amazing.
I love it.
Why would you do it any other
way?
So the best things I love about co-authors, you're never on your own.
Yeah.
So if there's a problem or there's a block or a plot hole, you don't have to come up with the answer on your own. You're not left with your own brain.
No.
You can talk it out. We can discuss it. We have two brains working on the problem.
And I feel like that would be really hard because even if you've got like a writing buddy where you can talk about your writing thing, like the person you're talking to isn't going to know the characters in the story, the ins and outs of it, the way like we know everything about these stories
and the
characters. So when we're talking about how to fix a problem, like we can really talk about how to fix the problem, rather than just like having a wall to bounce off.
You don't have to talk to yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
When you are writing dialogue.
Yes.
I think not always like, you know, we do sometimes have to engage with our own characters. But most of the time
the core characters.
When we have a conversation, we are having a conversation.
Yeah.
We do not know. I can be writing my half of the conversation and I have no idea what Edda's character is going to say next. Exactly the same as my character has no idea what her character is going to say next.
Yeah, so it's very authentic.
I think it makes for very authentic dialogue.
Yeah.
I also think it is really good for our action scenes.
Yes.
Because you can't manipulate the outcome of the fight.
No.
Or the way that the fight plays out.
No.
Because my character can only respond to what her character does in that moment. The same way as you would in a real fight.
Yes.
So I think that makes writing action scenes...
Yeah, and that is something that like the editors have often said, that our action scenes are quite...
a really big strength.
Polished. So I think that is good.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And also, like, you know, if you're in a big action scene, characters that are potentially outside of our point of view characters' line of sight, they're still doing stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
so they can then come back
And
in
you know
and out,
where they are.
know exactly where they are, what they've been doing.
Yeah, without having to do like a weird, like if you're, you know, in a heated battle with this one person, you're not also going to be
paying attention
to
what
that,
is happening behind
but
you.
you still have that tracked.
Yeah.
So yeah. Worst thing? What's bad about it?
I would say literally the only thing is the wait times.
Yeah. Of course you'd say that.
I mean, they're much longer for me than they are for you.
Ouch.
And it's literally just a case of like, you know, and it's like, look, it's very unfortunate in the way that especially Revelation has panned out, where Ez has twice as many chapters as I do, and so is also much more time poor, is also ADHD, so like
Got a lot against me.
there's a lot going against that, and so, you know, like sometimes I really want to write and like I can't because I don't.
I am dragging the chain.
Well, and even like, but even if even if you were writing, you know, like going great guns and like it's all coming very easily and whatever, there's still
going to be a wait.
There's still going to be a wait.
Especially the way we write. Like we could do it. We could
do it more consecutively, but we don't.
I mean, I personally, I feel like you probably could. I really struggle with that.
I don't know, because I just feel like it because
I need to know.
and
I can't tell where the character's going to be.
Yeah.
Then so much happens, and I need to know where the character's at.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I don't think. I think there are rare occasions where we probably could do it, potentially when we're like rewriting
editing
scenes or editing and stuff like that. But generally speaking, I much prefer to do it in a linear fashion as well. So yeah, the only thing really is there sometimes when I'm like, I really feel like writing today, and I can't because it's not my turn.
Yeah.
Or, you know, we haven't done the dialogue.
Yes.
You know, we, you know, we just haven't had time to do it yet.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like, I have time to write. I have the like creativity to write. I want to write.
Got nothing.
And I don't have the dialogue, so I can't.
Yeah.
So that's literally the only thing I can think of that I would consider like a negative.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Is like, you know, you are, I guess, beholden to somebody else.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I don't know. There's so many good things about it.
Yeah, 100%.
You get to share the whole thing. I get to share the whole thing with my best friend.
Yeah,
you know, like
I could. Yeah,
what's not to love?
I know. Crazy. What genre do you think is secretly underrated? Cozy mystery? I don't know.
No, I feel like all the genres that I really like are like pretty popular.
What is an underrated genre though? I mean, look, I've been getting a lot into the cozy mysteries right now, and I really like them because they're just like, you know, it's about crime and murder and everything, but they're also really, really charming and entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, I guess to spin off that, like, I do really enjoy the supernatural crime. Like the Mironovich books and that kind of thing. And I feel like there isn't a ton of it.
No, there isn't.
It tends to be a bit more like either Stephen King, where it's a bit more thriller, horror type
like
stuff.
True crimey, like...
Yeah. Like, I don't know, there does feel like there's a little bit of a gap of... Like, I know some of Dean Koontz stuff is a little bit in that supernatural crime...
He did good with that as
kind of space, but like there's not a lot. And I think it's a really fun genre, and I like it a lot more than like normal crime. Is it underrated? I don't know what other people think about it. There's not that much of it, so like,
I assume it would be. I feel like that makes it underrated. Okay,
if you could have dinner with 3 authors, living or dead, who would you pick?
Oh, Jesus.
Tolkien.
I wouldn't. I'd fall asleep. It'd bore me to tears.
You know who I think would be fun to chat to? Mary Shelley.
Mary Shelley?
Yeah.
Jane Austen.
Yeah, I bet she's alive.
She's a cracker.
I bet she was alive.
I had one then. Maggie Stavata, I think.
Oh yeah, she seems cool.
Yeah, she seems cool.
Yeah. Marcus Zuzak.
Yeah.
I'd like to know where he... how does he do it?
How does he do it?
How does he make the words so amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't hang out with a lot of authors.
No. Don't.
To be honest, like
very
insular.
Yep. What's a genre you haven't written yet but would want to? What is a genre we haven't written yet?
Boy, they're getting thin, lads.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like we've just, like with each project, we're just like, what haven't we done yet? And we've done that.
Yes, pretty much. I guess we've never done crime.
Never done crime, but I don't feel like you really want to.
Not at all.
Which is fine.
It seems like a lot of effort.
Yeah. What's another one?
I feel like
straight horror.
I feel like I don't have a lot of interest in writing outside of speculative fiction.
No,
So,
contemporary.
Fantasy, sci-fi, horror, dystopian, I don't know. We have written contemporary romance.
Yeah, we have.
We have written,
We've done sci-fi, we've done
sci-fi, we've done fantasy, we've done
zombie
apocalypse,
yeah.
we've actually done several contemporary romances.
Yeah.
We've done whatever the fuck the version of Toby, Liam and Lila was where there was magic.
Yeah.
I don't know what you'd call that. I guess it was kind of urban fantasy.
Urban fantasy, contemporary fantasy. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like we are very why not? So if we wanted to, we've probably done it.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, unless you want to get into subgenres and stuff, but
yeah.
I
mean, I guess we've never done. I mean, we've done zombie apocalypse. We've never really done a dystopia.
Dystopia, yeah.
So that could be kind of fun.
Yeah, it could be fun.
That's potentially something that's on the list.
That's a lot of fun world building that we could do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is our last question.
Our last one.
Our last one.
Okay.
Why do you no longer write fantasy? I
haven't got there. I mean, I feel like
I guess if we're doing high fantasy, because obviously Revelation is technically fantasy.
Yeah. It's
a lot of effort.
It is a lot of effort. And it's a lot more world building as well. We built a really strong world around the second coming. We built a really strong world around the second coming, but I feel like for a fantasy world, that's, if you're gonna do it, it's it's a really heavy world building, and our strength, I feel, is our characters.
Yeah, and I mean, look, and there's kind of two buckets of right for us, right? Because right in the sense of writing a book
for public.
Or for just actually fully writing it, or there's doing the dialogue.
Yeah.
So we've done a lot of dialogue that just has never been written into anything. Yeah. It just exists.
It's bare bones
sort of in our short form, we just bang it out back and forth just to have fun, whatever.
Yeah.
So that is where we've done a lot of stuff. So that's where we've done sci-fi, that's where we've done romance,
So we did the zombies.
No, we wrote the zombies.
We did those second zombies.
Oh yeah, there was Del and Rhea. Yeah.
Why did we go back?
Want to do more zombies?
I know, weird.
So, as far as actually writing, we honestly haven't written a book since. I mean,
I don't know what we're gonna do.
We don't know what we're gonna do after the second coming, because it's
been everything. So
for 15 years now,
and we're still going. So
we've still got a whole
2 more books to go. So
yeah, exactly.
I think we'll address that when we come to it.
Yes, I have some thoughts and feelings about what I think I'd like to do next, but it's going to be years, so
it's a long time between now and then.
Worry about now, for now.
Yeah.
As far as the dialogue goes, I don't know, we just haven't really got around to it. Like, I feel like we probably could.
Yeah,
because,
we would.
like, just like we did with the sci-fi, you know, our latest big dialogue project was like a sci-fi epic, and we kind of just built the world as we went. You know, we just kind of fleshed out like this city on this planet, and then this station, and like as our characters like visited each place, we
built the world around.
We just kind of and like. Oh, we didn't talk about it or anything.
No, we were just like, this is what this is. And we're like, okay, and like, the other would just run with it.
Whoever started, we were like, and this planet is hot.
Yeah.
And this one
dry.
Is,
and this one is tropical.
This one is tropical. Yeah. And this one is cold. And, you know, we just kind of like did it as we went. So like we could certainly probably write something in a fantasy world in a similar way in dialogue.
100%.
And just kind of like, you know, just kind of put it together as we go. But I just feel like, I don't know, we haven't really been super
inspired by that. We haven't really got a story there.
But I don't know, maybe that's what's next. The sci-fi stuff has kind of burnt out a little bit, so we're probably about up for, we're pretty busy doing TSC stuff at the moment. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe our next project, I mean, we're literally at the point where we're like, rolls dice, you know, like, we're going to do a rolls dice, enemies to lovers, rolls dice in sci-fi, rolls dice with a man, rolls dice, and a non-binary rolls dice. Like, we're literally just flipping coins at this point.
Well, yeah, with the sci-fi one, we made our characters separately.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it.
It
was very funny.
Yeah, and then we were just like, all right, we're starting. Here's the characters, and then we had to figure out how the fuck to get them to...
We didn't even discuss their genders or sexualities. No. Like, we theoretically could have made characters that were not like, compatible.
Yeah.
I think both of us made them bisexual, though, to cover all our bases.
Yeah, 100%.
I think we're like, well, I don't know where this is going to go, so you're bi, so doesn't matter what happens.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is honestly the funniest thing we could have done.
Yeah.
We're like, you're both bi, doesn't matter what gender you are.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, like we're literally at the point now, you know, with our dialogue that we literally just like, I don't know, picking things out of the hat and going like, how can we...
Yeah, like we pick a trope.
Yeah, like what haven't we done before, you know? Yeah. And that's how we got to enemies to lovers. We're like, hey, we've never really done enemies to lovers. Let's do enemies to lovers. I'm like, hey, we've never really done sci-fi before. Let's do sci-fi.
Yeah.
And, you know, but I think we're sort of running out of things we haven't done before. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know, Christ knows what we'll do next. Yeah. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I wouldn't say that we no longer write fantasy. It's just that the only thing we've really written for a very long time is TSC.
Yeah.
And it happens to be urban fantasy, and so that's what we're writing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know that I feel like I'm super like gagging to write fantasy again.
No, me neither.
Just doesn't really... It's interesting because like I read so much of it. I really enjoy reading it. But it just to write, like I just don't really feel like I'm really super interested in it. I feel like urban / contemporary fantasy / paranormal is where I think our writing will sit really well.
Yeah.
Like I think our style and our characters and the way that the stories that we kind of are interested in telling. Yeah. I think that's where they sit really well. Yeah. So yeah. I feel like that's kind of where we tend to wash up.
Stick in there somewhere.
Yeah. Sure. We'll see what we feel like.
Yeah. And that is it.
That's it.
Thank you for those
the questions.
Awesome questions.
Yes, thank you so much for sending them through.
Honestly, more than I thought we'd
Yes,
get.
absolutely.
So, amazing.
I was really worried we weren't going to get any.
Yeah, so I was like, we're going to have to make up some questions.
Yeah, I'm like, to all our friends, I was like, okay, just so you know, we may need you to send us some questions. Like, start thinking about it.
So yeah, thank you very, very much. It was wonderful.
Yes.
Hope you enjoyed the answers.
Yeah, I hope you found it interesting to answers to your questions. I hope we didn't disappoint.
Yep.
And yeah, thank you for coming with us for 2 years of this silly little podcast. And I mean, look, there's so
if you're willing, we'll be here in another 2.
so much more. They get longer from here, guys.
Yeah, they really do.
They get so long.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Cool.
Catch you on the flip side.
Yeah. Have a great
Time.
time.
Because we don't know what time it is that you're listening.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say have a great Christmas because this is kind of November, but like it's still a long way from Christmas. So, like, that's.
If you're American, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to end this now.
That's us now.
Okay, bye.
Bye.